Baning?
Hakuna Matata. What the?
All right, we get it. Gaetano's thick.
I am a thick boy. What can I say?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, students, and welcome to another podcast episode of the Podcast Project. I'm your host, Guy.
I'm your host, Jack.
And we have... Oh, wait. Jack, do you hear that? Wait.
What is it?
I think that's our first official newsstand on Dipshit of the Day Daily News.
Oh my god. We're getting new reports.
Where'd Jack? Jack, we have you on the scene. Jack, can you please let us know what happened?
All right. So, on July 22nd, 2021, in Ottawa, police found an intruder in the Ottawa stables. He was in a stall with his pants down and his penis up, standing next to a miniature pony that had been tied and lubed up with massage oil.
Oh my! And was there anything else to the case?
I mean, to make matters worse, upon finding the man, the police noted that Ryan Dodd, 30, opened up with, "I'm sorry, it's not what it looks like," I quote.
Wow, that is an incredible story that not everyone would come across on the regular daily news. So thank you for that.
They reported that they got word of a break-in. Upon entering the building, they were immediately overwhelmed with an extreme scent of body oil. And after the whole incident went down, for a few weeks after, the mini pony was reeking like perfume. And they just couldn't get any of the oil or the grease off the skin. So clearly the guy had some pretty big plans for that pony. Which is pretty fucked up if you ask me.
This has been Dipshit of the Day Daily News. Back to you, Guy and Jack. Oh, thank you. Wow, that was great.
Intense.
That was remarkable. Let's get into the episode.
Let's get into some better lighthearted news. Roll the intro.
Nice.
So Gaetano, I'm pissed you couldn't come up for the Coomer Cave Cottage trip, but I knew you had some other plans going down. You went on a mission to Waterloo, had a little fun yourself. So why don't you inform us on some of the events that took place that weekend?
Yes, I will enlighten you on the events that took place for those 2 days. 2 days and 2 nights, actually. So my friend Emily and I, we went up to Waterloo to see our buddies Tristan and Maddie. And we haven't seen them in about a year. And it was awesome to see them. And so we drove up and everything. It was about an hour and a half with traffic. There was so much traffic. But when we got there, we put our stuff down. We give Tristan and Maddie a big hug. And we immediately went to, what are we doing tonight? What's the plan? What's the vibe? Immediately we go, okay, we have a bunch of booze that we want to get. So we go to the liquor store. We grab a bunch of booze. Please drink responsibly. And so we go to the booze store, we come out, we go back, and we are shotgunning Twisted Teas within about 5 minutes after laying my keys on the ground on the side. Because again, kids, do not drink and drive.
Shotgunning Twisted Teas.
We started shotgunning Twisted Teas, and let me say most notably that Twisted Teas, in my opinion, are the best alcoholic beverage to shotgun because they are not carbonated. They do not taste too much like alcohol. They are just absolutely top tier.
They taste really good. They taste
awesome.
Really good.
They're really good.
Top notch.
And so we start shotgunning Twisted Teas, and and so next thing you know, we're like, hey, let's go to a bar, and we're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go to a bar. So we all grab our IDs, and we're heading to the bar, and we go there, and when we get there, we're already like,
You're a little sauced. You did a little bit of
a little pregame.
A little pregame before heading to the bar.
We're a little tipsy. And so we get to the line and we go, okay, it's not too bad. Like 20 people in front. We were in line for 2 whole hours.
What?
I'm not joking.
Bro, I would have got the fuck out of there.
The only reason I think we stayed was because we were a little bit tipsy. If we weren't tipsy, we probably would not even bothered. We finally get to the front, and we get to the front. A bunch of Tristan's friends also come. And we all start chatting this and that. Eventually they get a table, we get a table, but they had to be separate because the
inside
law right
rules
now
and
is
stuff,
like 5 or 6 people max per table. And so what happened was We're drinking this and that, whatever. And eventually it comes to an end, and they're already gone. So all of his friends are gone. We're like, okay, what the fuck? Whatever. So we go back to Tristan's, or Maddie's, sorry. And we all decide to get our stuff ready to go and just walk over to their party. We're about 2 minutes away, and they text Maddie and go, hey, everyone's asleep. This is at like 1 a.m, I think.
Wait. Massive time skip. So you went to the bar.
Went to the bar. I'm trying to give like the absolute most like basic rundown because it is a lot.
Is there a lot more?
Go on for like an hour in just this 1 or 2 nights. Like this could go on within a long time.
So a lot of shit went down. So just leave the highlights then. Just the highlights.
This is the highlights. So I'll recap. I'll go back a little bit. So we are leaving the bar. Tristan's friends are gone, so we leave the bar. On our way back, my friend Emily decides that it'd be a great idea to take a certain thing from the street back to the house, and then we brought it back to her hometown.
Oh,
yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And so it was a long, heavy process to bring it back. And within all this time, I probably dropped my phone about 3 times. And I've learned very quickly that obviously on an empty stomach, alcohol can make you more easily under.
I was gonna ask why your phone was so fucked up.
Yeah, no, all the cracks on my screen there, every single one is from that one weekend.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm not one to really lose my phone, but fuck, man, I lost it like 4 times in that one night. Thank you to Tristan, Maddie, and Emily for finding it constantly.
So you left the bar. You picked up a street item.
A street item.
A decorative street item.
Yes.
And then you said something about people are asleep or
people, and then so Tristan's friends text Maddie or Tristan and go, hey, we're all asleep. And it was like, fuck, we want to do this party, this and that. It was about like probably 10, 12 of us, maybe max. And so we get there, we're almost there, sorry. We're about 1 or 2 minutes away. And we get that text and we go, oh, okay. So we walk all the way back. And when we get back, we ended off the night with just, I think it was a little bit more drinking, and then we just kind of passed out. The next day,
This is Saturday?
This is Saturday. We woke up. Insert rooster crowing in the back or something. I don't know.
Something.
We wake up at like around 10 o'clock, and so we decide that, we want to go and do something fun. So we were like, hey, let's go to a bowling alley or something. Fuck yeah. So on the way there, because they were open, on the way there, we started making bets on my phone. And like, who's the most likely to blank. And we finally get there, and they're not closed. They're reserved until 8 p.m. This is like 2 o'clock at this point. We had breakfast, obviously, at the house. Great breakfast. And so like, fuck, what do we do? So we sat in the car for probably about half an hour to an hour thinking, what the fuck are we going to do? I can't remember whose idea it was, but I'm so glad that they suggested this. Someone said, why don't we do an escape room? Granted, I've never done an escape room. I've never done an escape room.
I fucking want to do one so bad, dude.
Was so much fun.
Wait, what was it? What is it like a
You go into a room and there's just clues everywhere, and you have to figure out what the fuck to do.
Like, what was the theme? Like, I know some of them are like
ours was. It was called the Attic, and it was very like Christmassy themed because it's it's not it's the middle of the year. You're not gonna have your Christmas ornaments outside on the main floor, so you're gonna put it in the attic. So that's why it was called the Attic. There was an iPad or a tablet right by the entering door to press buttons to give hints or ask for hints. And so obviously, especially near the end, we really had to ask for a lot of hints.
Was it actually really hard or no?
I wouldn't say it was really hard, but out of 10, I'd say the level that it was rated at, I think it was a 6 or 7 out of 10. That was accurate. It was about 6 or 7 out of 10. We thought we had it like in the bag within the first 10 minutes, and then we realized really quickly that we have all these clues, but we don't know where the fuck to put them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that happened. The escape room was honestly so much fucking fun. So we did that. Then we came back home, decided to do some more drinking.
Some more beverages.
More beverage downing into our systems. And, and so ended off with us playing Monopoly, which was also really fucking fun. And doing some karaoke, and oh my god, dude, that karaoke was so much fun. We did karaoke, and then at the end of the night, we started spitting bars,
Actually?
super drunk, and it was literally the most funny thing
Wait,
ever. It ended up just us rapping and then just like inserting fart jokes or literally like trying to like. I'll be honest, I was very much intoxicated, so I kind of put the microphone up to my like near my butt and just right into the microphone. And they all like questioned
Wait
it,
a minute.
and they kept going at it. It was like, yo, what the dog doing? You know what I mean?
What's the dog doing?
But yeah, and then then I ended, and that was it. The next morning we had to leave. That's a super recapped short version of it. There was so much shit that went down. At one point when we shotgunned the Twisted Teas at the very beginning, I actually, after 2 Twisted Teas, I ran up and climbed a tree. But fuck, I sat in there for like 10 minutes. But
Yeah, I don't know how
that's my whole weekend summarized in a very, very quick amount of time.
Between the 4 of you, like the amount of just like idiocy and stupid shit that went down, I couldn't even fucking imagine.
Oh, it was amazing. So good.
Because I know you and Emily alone are both probably like two of the most like crackhead, like just like absolute just idiot. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean like actual idiot.
No.
You guys just get up to a lot of really stupid shit, and it's so fucking funny.
we like just doing things on the spot. Like I'm a person where I fucking love just like sitting around. If I'm not doing anything, go, fuck it, let's go do this. Fuck it, let's go do that. I love spontaneous like things. Like those are the most fun things to just do.
Always.
Go for a drive. Go for a walk. Fucking, I don't know. Go like climb something. That's, obviously you're not gonna hurt yourself badly. This tree was like fucking.
Let's go climb something.
20 feet tall. Wasn't
fucking
that big.
Free climbs like a 200-foot tall like stone fucking face.
Yeah, but
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I could do that. But yeah, no, that was certainly a overwhelmingly amazing weekend.
Was the weather nice?
The weather was great except for Saturday. Saturday was actually pissing rain.
Okay, yeah, but
all week, all day. But like we still made the best out of it. So yeah, but we still have to play bowling. That was so much fun. The bowling or the escape room, but we have to do bowling still. Enough from me. How was your weekend? Because I know you guys. There was like what 6 or 7 cavemen at one place.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
7 cavemen packed into one tiny little cottage.
Yeah.
So basically, like, what the plan was is that we had to organize how everyone was going to get up there because it's like a 2.5-hour drive from where we live.
Yeah.
One of the guys coming up lives all the way out in London, so he's very far away. And he has to take a different entirely route to get up there. But, like, just planning rides and everything to get up there was already the biggest fucking mess. And I was like, okay, so we have 7 people, and I don't want all of us to just completely clean out all the cupboards. So when my parents go up the next weekend, it's just bone dry and they have nothing to eat. So I'm like, okay, let's plan food. I knew this weekend was going to be chaos.
Yeah.
Just from how poorly we managed just to buy food.
Apologize.
Apologies for that. But yeah, no, like I was like, yeah, okay, so what do we got to buy? And everyone was just like chips, cheese, juice, beer. And I'm like, we need real food. We need something.
We need 14% skim milk.
14% skim milk.
We need Coke.
Yeah, no, literally. And it was like hot dog, burger, and just everyone, I don't know, there was something to do with it. They all wanted Vector and milk.
Vector's awesome. Honestly, Vector's fire.
Why would we need Vector? If we're going to go up and just crank beers and eat hot dogs and burgers all weekend, why do we need Vector and milk? And then everyone's like, oh, let's get eggs too. I'm like, dude, if you think we're going to be up in time to fucking make breakfast, you're an idiot.
No,
we didn't make breakfast
there,
once.
like at least the times I've been there, everyone there has fucking, we wake up at rather, like earliest like 10, 11 in the morning. That's the earliest.
Oh, earliest 10, 11.
The latest it'd be like fucking, I don't know, like fucking 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like meh.
Oh, you have to be out of bed by 2 because latest drinking starts is 1 o'clock, and you can't miss that.
That's true.
You can't miss that. You gotta be up. Saturday is the day. You get prepped. You go up Friday. Friday night, you just kind of relax, which is what we did. We didn't get too sauced, but Saturday is the day. That's where it's like, all right.
Saturday is the day where you go, we're getting absolutely
we're
fucking
waking
hammered.
up and we're falling asleep here. So we have the entire day to just get destroyed.
Yeah.
So Friday we took it easy. So Saturday you can't miss Saturday. So yeah, no. So we had to. It was just an absolute mess trying to organize the ride situation, but eventually we figured it out. I was like, hey, me and buddy Alex are gonna go up one day, and then or on like in the afternoon, and then 4 people are gonna go up Friday night, and then one guy's gonna come, and then just the guy from London's gonna show up at some point. So we get up there, and right off the bat, me and Alex are like, okay, so we don't have much of anything when it comes to alcohol-wise, because we didn't buy it on the way up because we were just unorganized as shit because we need to buy food. So we go to LCBO, the one up near my cottage, to go get booze.
Yeah.
And while we're there, I keep getting spam called in my pocket. But I don't know. I find when people spam call, like just call after call, don't answer, call, don't answer. And when someone calls me like 5 times and I don't answer, it's like, bro, if I didn't answer the first 5 times, I'm not going to answer the rest.
Okay, noted.
And I don't answer.
I do that a lot.
No, if you call me, you're one of the few people where it's like, if you call me a bunch, I'm going to answer. But if I didn't answer the first few times because something was like, actually, I was super busy. But like, if someone calls me 5 times and they keep calling me afterwards, I'm not going to answer out of principle any of their calls for a very long time. Because that just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I keep getting spam called. I'm like, whoever's fucking calling me, fuck you. Not picking it up. Phone's in my pocket. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hopkins and Thomas were on their way up shortly after us. I might need to check my phone. So I check my phone. They're like, fucking, I don't know, 15 missed calls. It's them.
Oh, fuck.
They're at my cottage and I'm at LC. So we make our way back. I'm like, fuck, okay. So we pull up to my cottage. I see fucking Hopkins was bragging about his RAV4 the entire week. He's like, bro, I can fit like 5 people in this car, all of their luggage. We can buy bear food. Trust me, the RAV4 is a beast. We can pick it up, no problem.
The old RAV4s were tiny. The new ones are pretty good.
It's an old RAV4. It's an old RAV4.
Well, that's.
I pull up and I see the RAV4. I'm like, okay, it's fucking Hopkins. And I see, and it's just Thomas and Hopkins sitting on my front porch. The cottage is locked because I'm not there, and I'm like, we were out grabbing booze. They already are like stripped down to just their shorts, and they're like, there's just a handful of empties already on the fucking picnic table on our porch, and they're just sitting there, beers in hand, shirtless in our fucking like our Muskoka chairs.
Just looking like absolute chads.
Literally, they were just chilling. I'm like, they wasted 0 fucking time. It's like 6 o'clock.
You should.
Yeah, and no, it's just the 4 of us up there, just me, Alex, Hopkins, and Thomas.
Yeah.
So eventually Heat Camp shows up, and Heat Camp is like, we see his car pull in, I go out to say hey, he gets out of his car, takes his shirt off, reaches the back, grabs a beer, cracks it, and starts unloading his car. I'm
Perfect.
like, he's got his priorities straight.
As long as the keys are not in ignition and he's not driving, who fucking cares?
Literally, yeah, no. Car was off, everything, and I was like, all right, respect. You know what? He's gonna be one of the highlights of the weekend. And then, eventually fucking Noah and Zach show up. And then Friday night ends on us getting me personally, I was a little too fucked up for Friday.
Was Friday night, by Friday night, was everybody there, or were there people still coming up on Saturday?
Everyone was there Friday night.
Cool.
Camden was supposed to swing by Saturday, but he didn't because he was hanging with his quote unquote demons. But
the demons.
The demons. So Saturday rolls around and I wake up and I'm just like, it's bad because I'm already a little hungover Saturday morning.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, okay,
suck,
drank too much Friday, but I got to be ready Saturday. So I'm drinking water. I'm getting ready. Everyone's slowly waking up. Fucking, the first thing I hear in the morning is Heat Camp playing fucking Clash of Clans. That's what I wake up to on Saturday.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, literally. And then fucking all the walls in my cottage are like paper thin, so you can hear everything all the time. Like if someone's watching TV, you can be on the other side of the cottage, you can hear it loud and clear with all the doors closed.
Yeah.
So it's like, who cares? But yeah, no, I can hear fucking Clash. I also heard it all night Saturday night. Trying to go to bed. He can't on his fucking Clash. But yeah, no, if I'm gonna be quite honest, I don't think I'll be able to give him much detail. I went a lot of detail on Friday because I remember Friday. But Saturday, I'm just pissed because the weather was so fucking
Was it ass for you
bad.
guys too? Was it just pouring rain?
Oh yeah.
Damn. I know I was like the one weekend we were all booked off and everything, it was just shitty weather. But like honestly, we still made the most of it. At least I did.
I mean,
how was your Saturday? How did you guys do?
Well, we made the most of it. I can tell you that much. I mean, honestly,
Was it just indoors?
it was no. We were on because basically our cottage is small. Our front deck on our cottage is probably a third of the size of the indoor of our cottage.
Oh, it's covered. Yeah, that part's covered.
Yeah, and it has like a giant overhang.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, that was really nice. It was basically all boys sitting at the picnic table on our porch, just cranking beers, and it was pouring rain. But it was kind of like a cozy day because we were all super fucked up, but like all men's wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts, and we were all just getting hammered on the porch. It was fucking awesome. I don't remember exactly specifically what happened the entirety of the day, but the entirety of the day was that. And then we had like a 2-hour recovery period at like 5 o'clock because everyone was just on the floor. So we're like, all right, 2 hours to rest up, then we'll wake up, we'll eat, and then we can begin round 2 of drinking at like 8 o'clock. I couldn't sleep because there was a wicked thunder and lightning storm during those 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like thunder was like loud and like shattering your eardrums loud. It was fucked. But we wake up and then immediately we get to chefing up some food. And we spent the entirety of the rest of the night playing, like drinking blackjack.
Nice.
So it's like you have your poker chips, but to buy in, it's like 2 poker chips, but 2 poker chips is 2 drinks.
Oh, fuck.
3 chips, 3 drinks, 4 chips, 4 drinks.
4 drinks, yeah.
When you win, you double and you assign double.
Ooh.
So if you bet 4, you drink 4 at the beginning to get your bet in. If you win or get blackjack, you get 8, and then you can assign 8 drinks to everyone playing.
Damn, y'all got the best drinking games.
Oh,
You
honestly,
guys-
it's so much fun.
did you
I
guys
highly
play Ride
recommend
the
playing
Bus?
that one. Oh, of course we did.
Good.
Ride the Bus is a classic. I mean, we discussed it in one of our other episodes. If
It
you
was
want
the
to,
3rd episode?
we go.
Something like
I think I went into decent detail how to play that one. But yeah, drinking poker is literally like the easiest thing ever. But or drinking blackjack, sorry. But yeah, no, we did that, and fucking Thomas was like, he was the house, and Thomas is a Neanderthal. Literally. He's
Neanderthal.
probably one of the most primitive human beings I've ever spoken to, besides me and my brother. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna expose myself. I was finessing that entire game. Like, I'd like buy in 2 chips. Thomas wasn't looking, I'd put another 2 on top. I'd win, get 8 back, and then just like, yeah, Thomas, drink 8. So I fucking just got Hopkins and Thomas just smashed, and then
That's what happens when you're the first one there, buddy.
literally, and then
too bad.
Saturday, just like Saturday night ends the same every time we go up to the cottage.
Yeah.
One by one, people slowly, fall to the
They all fall into
to the influence, yeah, and they'll fall like dominoes. They just slowly, someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna lay down for 5," and you don't see them till Sunday morning.
Thomas.
And everyone slowly, just one by one, went down like fleas. I think the last 3 people to survive were Alex, Heat Camp, and Noah. Because I was the 4th last, and I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. And this was at like 3 a.m. And these 3 fuckers were like, yeah, let's go to the beach. So they go to the beach at like 3 a.m. Fucking whatever, don't die. And then I just went to bed.
Wow.
And then I heard them get in at like 5.
What did you guys do on Sunday? Did you guys do anything, or Sunday was like Sunday morning you guys left?
Me, Hopkins, Alex all had to work early on Sunday, so we all left at like 11:30, which sucked ass because you know what? Sunday was fucking beautiful. Clear sky.
It was nice, I know.
It was super hot. The sun was out, and I'm like, fuck. But I go home, I work, Alex, Hopkins all go home, and then I get home. I go home, I go to work, and then I get home from work at like 8:30, and my brother's home after that point. I don't know when the fuck he got home, but that motherfucker was glowing red. And I was so mad that he was sunburnt because I wanted to be sunburnt, bro. I wanted to get some fucking
Larry
sun.
the lobster.
Literally. But yeah, no, that was a fucking great weekend. That was awesome. I've just been pissed every time we've gone up, the weather's been shit.
Probably my favorite weekend, if not second favorite weekend of the entire summer, was the Waterloo weekend.
Actually?
Called it, yeah.
I'm so pissed I couldn't make that.
It was a lot of fun. That's another thing too. I'm hopefully we're gonna have time to plan another one. That's the thing is like with everything going on, at least like with me with jobs and stuff, I need to work for gain a certain amount of money, a certain amount, and so I'm working and busting my ass, but it's like fuck, I have literally no time to do it. Like
I know, bro. We haven't been able to link it all during the week.
It's just because like I have to wake up at fucking like 6 a.m. Monday to
fucked.
Friday, and then like after like this Monday is a holiday, and as a landscaper, we are under a certain like act or law where we don't have to get paid time and a half for certain days and holidays, but for some reason this upcoming Monday, where we don't have to work. Like it's off, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
So we're doing something Sunday night, is what you're saying?
Oh, 1,000%.
Okay.
I'm so
Awesome.
fucking excited, dude.
Awesome.
I haven't had I haven't had a day off because we said in the last episode, but like just having those days off is just so critical and just amazing. Like it's just like, I could lose a little bit of money on that day, but at the same time, I just want to enjoy myself and do some stupid shit and enjoy my summer.
Oh, we will definitely get up to some stupid shit. I mean, Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Monday during the day too. I mean, I have to do a little bit of studying because I got a test coming up Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm down to do something then. What's it called? Okay. So feedback if anyone would like to have a drinking episode, because I feel like that would be really fucking fun.
Okay.
And if you have Monday off, we could do something. But I don't know. Might take a little bit of planning.
This comes out Monday at 7 a.m. If you guys would like us to do a drinking episode, let us know by the end of the week. You can contact us on the Instagram page at the Podcast Project Official. You can also DM us on Instagram, or comment on our YouTube videos with this. Let us know. I mean, like I don't want to say I want to do it, but at the same time, it's like.
It'd be pretty
It'd
fucking
be interesting.
fun.
It would
really
definitely be
fun.
interesting. I guarantee we wouldn't be able to use half of it, but we'd probably be rambling on for 2 hours, so that's still an hour worth of content.
You know what? You got a point.
Do the math.
And also, for those of you, I mean, obviously, for those of you who listen, because you're listening right now, you'll be able to hear this. But the amount of shit that has to get cut out because me and Gaetano just go on these random ass fucking tangents about the most just stupid shit ever
There's a lot of unreleased
that
stuff.
has no connection whatsoever what we were talking about. I remember we were trying to record an episode and somehow we went on a side tangent for 20 to 30 minutes. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but we were
something to do with milk. I know we briefly talked about milk in the last episode or 2 episodes ago, but we literally went on about 20 minutes.
I think it was 25 minutes of milk, and it was us joking about where the origin of it is, and obviously it comes from cows. But we're like, how did humans discover milk, and how did they?
You gotta be some
how did they go?
gross. Yeah.
Let me just on a cow's udder, you know what I mean?
You gotta be some gross fucking dude like that dipshit of the day to figure out how the fuck milk is made, bro.
Damn, bro. 30 years old and you were doing that?
30 years old. I swear,
Wow.
I swear, officer, it's not what it looks
it's
like.
not what it looks like.
He literally he couldn't have said something fucking worse.
You could have literally said, listen, and that would have been better than saying, it's not what it looks like.
Yeah, your pants are around your ankles.
Your penis is hard.
Your dick is up. There's a fucking
Pony.
greased up pony in the stall with you, and it just reeks like body oil and just fragrant oils. That's fucking that's disgusting. That's absolutely vile. I don't know. Some people are so fucked. That's one thing I always found was super odd. I mean, I can go into detail for this on another episode, but basically, this was before COVID in first year.
Yeah.
When there used to be a bunch of parties, you'd be like, oh, all right, everyone, hop on the GO train. And we'll all line up our stops, so we all hop on the same car, and we all hit Union Station at the same time. We'll take our train, and we'll go to a party downtown.
Oh, yeah. I miss going Union Station. That was fun.
Tons of university parties downtown when we were in first year. And so we'd always pull up. And I remember at the end of the night, I'd be like, okay, so I have 2 options. I can take the 12:30 GO to go home, which is the final GO train. Or I can wait till, I think it was 1 o'clock or 1:30.
1:30 for the subway?
Yeah,
okay.
the final,
So it's
last
1 or
last
1:30.
stop to Kipling, TTC, dude.
Yeah.
The amount of fucking weirdos you would see on that train was unreal. The amount of times I thought my life was in genuine danger on the last stop to Kipling was innumerable, because I'd be so fucked up, and I'd be like, all right,
The alcohol makes you think differently, and you're just like, you get all worried and shit. In reality, it's just dude, it's just a guy that's reading a newspaper, and because we're not millennials, but we're Gen Z or whatever, and we use our phones. What is that piece of paper he's holding and using his eyes?
Beyond that, though, I have seen a lot of weird shit on that last stop train, and it's we can talk, we can do a party stories episode another time. We should do that for our next episode.
Yeah.
But I just remember seeing some of the fucking just most random people on that. I don't know. We were talking about the horse guy, and I just started thinking about just some fucked shit that's I've seen. And it's yeah, you know what? I can see why some people end up in these situations.
What? I was gonna say.
No. Okay, hold on. Let me backtrack. I can't see why people would end up in a stall with a pony.
You said that.
But I can see why this kind of shit happens. Because they're just some random... Some people are just so fucked in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking I'm normal. I'm talking... We're sitting here we're all fucking high and mighty, but some of the shit me and you get up to is I don't even know.
Some of the shit we get up to is probably best not said on the podcast. We'll say that.
Yeah, we'll do it under an alias, secret podcast episode.
We'll do a separate SoundCloud account. Find us on there and do that.
We don't talk about that. What?
Oh, what?
What? We don't talk.
What are you talking about? Anyways,
have you heard about sensory
No, I've
deprivation?
never heard about that.
Oh, okay. So for anyone listening right now, so you can do this thing.
Let's look up the the definition first. Sensory deprivation.
Deprivation. Okay. So you can basically pay to go to these clinics, and it's called the sensory deprivation clinic, basically. And what it is that you crawl into this giant tank. It's something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
It's you ever see it's oh, we're going to light speed hyperdrive for the next 200,000 light years or whatever to travel across the universe, and they go in this weird pod thing and it fills up with water. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Have you ever seen any sci-fi movie literally ever?
Is this the thing, the tank that's in the Daredevil movie, the original Daredevil movie from
Probably.
I can't remember the year, but
it's a big thing in sci-fi movies where it's oh, I don't know. Oh, it's kind of
It's a way of like the name literally says depriving your senses and making you into almost like a cocoon, or almost the likeliness of if you were back in your mom's like uterus.
Yeah,
where you're like
thing, yeah.
like in zoning in your own little. Oh my god, I wonder if like
Dude,
I mean you have senses as a baby, but
like if you hear stories about some people going, so okay, let me I'm gonna go back really quick to finish off the thing. So it's sensory deprivation tank, and it's basically a giant tank that you crawl into, and it's filled with like super salty water. So, and the reason why it's salty, so you're able to float on it. Like, you ever heard of the Dead Sea? Super high salt content, and the higher the salt content in water, the easier it is to float on it. So it's like super high salt content water, so you can float on it without even to need like move. So you just lay on your back, and the water is supposed to be like perfectly adjusted temperature-wise to make it feel like it's not even on your skin.
that's fucked.
And then the tank closes, and it goes to pitch black. And you're floating in nothing. You can't feel anything. And you're floating in pitch black. And like people have like,
I feel like people would easily have panic attacks in there.
I mean, a lot of people do, but a lot of people have like super odd like out of body experiences too. And it's not like anything like, it's not like there's like psychedelics or anything like hallucinogens in the water. It's like people just like
It's like a diffuser.
have like really odd eye opening experiences because your body, it's sensory deprivation. So your body is completely deprived of every sense. You can't smell, taste, or feel, see, like anything.
I feel like that's when your body gets overwhelmed and goes, "What the fuck are we doing? Like, what's going on?" It's
Yeah,
like a panic mode, and then like you might not externally be panicking, but internally your brain's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, okay. Sensory deprivation tank experience. So like one writer, 60-minute story on sensory deprivation. So basically like you pull up to the thing, you crawl in the tank and what's not. And it's like, oh, it's so cool. Hold on, let me just quickly skim through it. Yeah, okay. So the guy crawls in the tank and he says he had many types of out of body experiences, and one of the times, for example, he had in the tank is that he could see the back of his head in the tank while his hands were resting. So he was floating in the water with his hands behind his head, and he could see the back of his head while in this tank. And it's just like
Eyeballs on the fingertips.
literally, it's like, okay, I don't believe in like that whole like astrology, third eye, energy, spirits, all that. I mean, chakras, all that kind of shit.
Y'all do you, but like
Y'all do you. Everyone has their own beliefs, but that's personally, not just that kind of thing. But like, I don't know, some of the shit you hear about what people do, it's like third eye opening experience.
It's definitely interesting though, yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it fucking blows my mind. I would love to try one, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to mentally handle it.
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like if I did it, I'd be panicking at first a lot, and then I would just go into a super state of bliss.
Yeah, I feel like, or I'd start off peaceful, and then I would start to panic. Because,
yeah,
I don't know, for me, ever since I was a kid, I could never fall asleep with dead silence. I need something in the background. Like, every time I'd try to go to bed, and I'd be like, all right, window closed, phone off, everything, and it would be like actually dead silent in my house, I'd freak out. I couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because I would start to fill the silence with thoughts in my head. That sounds that sounds so fucked. But I would start thinking, and I would start, my brain would start working just to fill the silence, and I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. And I feel like in that, if I were to go in one of those tanks, it would just be like, I don't know, I'd just be like freaking out the entire time because my brain would be trying to fill the gaps. Because I would always try and fill the silence with my own head, trying to fall asleep as a kid. I feel like I would try and fill the loss of all my senses with like, I don't know, just like whatever I could think of. And I feel like I'd just freak out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that literally didn't do... We didn't finish the quiz, but like, fuck, whatever. We still learned something, what sensory deprivation was.
Dude, that's pretty fucking cool, though. I don't know, that just kind of got me off on a tangent. I remember, shout out to another really good morning show, Good Mythical Morning. They did an episode where the two hosts go into a sensory deprivation tank. And I remember that was the first time I ever saw it, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. But that's also really fucking scary.
Anyways, let's go into some questions that we received.
Oh, I love these. More of these. Yes, let's go.
So we have one from on Instagram. We have from @Matt_Canic. He says, have you ever typed a completely different word than what was intended while texting someone solely due to the fact that you have big thumbs? What happened?
All right, so I wouldn't say solely because I have big thumbs, but it's because, so I don't know, my body proportions are very odd. I'm very thin, but I'm very lanky. And my hands are very lanky. So I have extremely large hands, and even so I have an iPhone XR, and it's a big phone, but it's small in my hand. So whenever I'm typing, I'm never like paying attention, and I always overshoot. Like, so if I'm typing with like my left thumb and I'm saying like I'm trying to go hit like, I don't know, I'm trying to type D on the keyboard.
Yeah.
I always overshoot and hit like F or G on the other side of it. And so I turn off spell check by accident, and I don't know how to turn it back on. So all my words, I mean, you probably noticed over the past few months, all my texts to you have just been like very scrambled words that don't make a lot of sense, and I am constantly correcting myself. So yeah, no, that happens to me at least 10 to 15 times a day.
Honestly, I message so much on my phone that I think I've just adapted to it. I also have not big thumbs, but I have thumbs that are a little bit larger than regular thumbs, I'd say. I'm not as lanky, but I'm more on the thicker side.
Yeah,
More than just my thumbs, but like fuck. Oh no, I mean like my butt, not my.
I thought you were talking about your
Cut
butt.
it.
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking. Never mind. All right, we get it. Gaetano's thick.
I am a thick boy. What can I say? But fuck. Did we have any other ones as well?
I know I got a bunch, but
Did you?
Most of them is. Let me check. And they're all gone. Never mind. Did not write them down.
Damn.
Apologies for anyone that responded to my story the other day.
Yeah, that was
Is that the
questions
one?
of the week.
No more feedback.
No more feedback. Oh,
No. Painful. I remember someone mentioned something about celery. That was one of the questions.
Celery. What?
I don't know. Honestly. Who fucking eats celery?
I love celery.
Okay, it's good with ranch if you're eating wings. Otherwise,
It's good in general. Oh, wait, we have one more. And that was from on Instagram at Jack Heatcamp. He says, "Do it fart." And so Jack, may I ask you, do it fart?
I think it's a better question if I ask you, do it fart.
I'm asking you first. Jack, do it fart.
It don't fart. It don't fart. I'm flat as fuck. I'm sorry. It don't fart. I ain't got nothing down there.
thought like this is a question of like, do you rip ass?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So Jack, do it fart.
Yeah, do. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that so much.
Thank you at Jack Heatcamp for the response. If in terms of me, do it fart. Ungodly,
I'm about to
yes.
say, of course it do. Ungodly it do. Anyways,
I think that's it for today's episode, though.
that was a long ass episode. I'm fucking hot as I'm so hot, dude.
sweaty, knees weak,
told-
arms are heavy.
You told me to close the window into the recording studio.
Well, we didn't want the background noise, so
I know, but it got so hot in here so quickly with my
very true.
fucking super heater of a PC. The fucking hot air firing out the back of this thing. Like my water bottle is warm.
oh wow,
Like,
bottle warm water.
yeah, I don't get it. Whatever. Anyways, thank you for tuning into another episode of the Podcast Project, everybody. I'm your host, Jack.
I'm your host, Guy. You can follow the podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and Geo7.
Sav, JIOSAAVN. However you pronounce that.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You,
And also, shout out again, daily shout out to our Instagram at the Podcast Project Official.
thank
You can also follow our mains, which are linked there. I'm not going to shout out my main Instagram on that. I feel like some sort of wannabe if I
Mine
do
is
that.
at Guy Performs.
All right, mine's at jk.html. You know, just the initials.
There you are, buddy. Oh,
You milkman. All right. Anyways, thank you for tuning in again, everybody. And
this has been Guy.
this has been Jack. Good night.
Good night.